And we begin tonight with breaking news. Valley police officers have been involved in two separate shootings, killing two people. The first happening outside of a church in Queen Creek. The other near homes in Elm Mirage. Thanks everyone for joining us for 12 News at 10. I'm Kadiva Devine. Mark has the night off. We have team coverage at both of these breaking news scenes. 12 News journalist Gabriella Becerra is live in Queen Creek tonight. But first, we want to get over to 12 News journalist Chase Golightly, who is live in Elm Mirage. And Chase, it's been a very active scene out there. Can you give us an update from police?
Kribe, we spoke with them about 20 minutes ago about the situation. They told us one man is dead, and right now you have several law enforcement agencies out here. You have Elm Mirage Police, you have Glendale Police Department, you also have the Maricopa County Sheriff's Office. This happened just after 5:30 today, and you can see investigators are kind of focusing on this area. They have the eastern part of the neighborhood completely taped off, and we were looking, they were taking pictures of this gray sedan that's just sitting right over there. It could belong to the person that we're after, but we still have a lot of questions on what exactly happened in this situation. Now, this all started with a 911 call to Elm Mirage Police. What that call was about, we don't know at this time. Police just said it was an unknown type trouble situation. Two officers arrived to the neighborhood and found someone matching the description of the person they were looking for. When they tried to talk to that man, one of the officers thought he saw that man carrying a gun or a weapon. They tried to talk with him again, and then that's when the shooting with police happened. It's unclear if that man was armed or if he fired at officers. A lieutenant with the Elm Mirage Police Department told us what's next in this investigation.
Investigators are focused on determining exactly what occurred leading up to the officer-involved shooting, what the officers saw, what they heard, what they experienced, and then trying to find some sort of answer as to exactly what happened and why. As I said, this is a very small community, and the loss of life is tragic.
No officers were injured in the shooting. We're told the officer who fired his weapon has been with the Elm Mirage Police Department for about 2 years. Police also said they will be out here for hours, possibly into tomorrow morning, investigating this shooting. But again, you can see this entire area is taped off. You can see all those police units just right down the road here as they continue to take photos and collect evidence from the scene. Of course, we have a lot of questions, especially what that original 911 call was about. And if this was the suspect that police were searching for. Again, the person who's died here on scene, they said it was a subject that matched the description of the person they were looking for. So still a lot of questions in this whole situation. Of course, we'll be sure to keep you updated. We're live in Elm Mirage tonight. Chase Golightly, 12 News.
All right, Chase, thank you so much for that. Meanwhile, a man has died after being shot by police officers outside of an LDS church in Queen Creek. The shooting happened just before 4 o'clock near Chandler Heights and Ellsworth Road. 12 News journalist Gabriella Becerra is live with the very latest. And Gabby, you've been there pretty much since this happened earlier this afternoon. How active is the scene out there right now?
That's right, Kribe. Still a heavy police presence for about the past 6 hours. They've been out here investigating. I want to show you the shooting happened just outside the doors of this LDS church behind me. And it's still unclear tonight why the man that officer shot came here and what his involvement with the church is. But we now know this all started just before 2 o'clock this afternoon when a family member called 911 with concerns about a loved one being suicidal. Police say that caller directed officers to a home about 2 miles away from where this shooting happened, but the man was not home when officers arrived. Officers were eventually able to locate him at this LDS church near Chandler Heights and Ellsworth Road. Police say he was armed at that time. Queen Creek Police Chief Randy Bryce did not tell us what led up to the shooting. Other than that man did die. I asked him if anyone else was at the church when the shooting happened, and this was his response.
There were some people in the area that officers did have to deal with, but we'll get some more information out there on the specific details of why they were there, but I can't get into too much of that. But yeah, there were other people in the area.
And no officers were injured in this shooting. Chief Bryce could not elaborate on how many officers were involved or what de-escalation efforts were used prior to the shooting. Police also did not identify the man. They did tell us he was older in age, but this is still a very active investigation. Police expect to be out here for several more hours. We can see them still collecting evidence, taking pictures and things of that sort, but it's all very limited to just that parking lot of the church. So So we're going to continue to get answers on what exactly happened here today, and we'll share that with you when we have it. Live in Queen Creek, Gabriella Becerra, 12 News.
All right, Gabby, thanks for that.